The Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza says more than 100 people were killed Thursday in a violent incident around an aid convoy in northern Gaza. Israel says some people were killed in a stampede after the scene turned chaotic, but the IDF also acknowledges opening fire on individuals it claims posed a threat. Hamas is accusing Israel of intentionally targeting civilians. At the White House, President Biden was asked about the incident.
There's two competing versions of what happened. I don't have an answer yet.
Are you worried that it will complicate these negotiations?
I know it will.
Jon Alterman joins me now. He's a senior vice president at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. John, it's good to have you back. Let's take a step back for a second. Can you give us a sense of just the scope of the humanitarian situation in Gaza and what it looks like right now?
It is miserable. Most Gazans, virtually all Gazans, are hungry. 2.3 million people in the Gaza Strip. Not only has food been restricted, medicine, water, hospitals have been shut down. The humanitarian organizations that have been providing aid have been talking for months about how the region is on the brink of catastrophe, and a small number of trucks have been getting through. That's even more true in the northern part of the Gaza Strip, where this incident happened very early this morning, Israel time.
And so, John, the president said he knows this will complicate, well, everything, the possible ceasefire and a hostage swap plus aid. What's your assessment of how much this complicates both of those things?
It partly depends how long it takes to get a definitive answer for what happened, but I'm not sure how quickly we're going to be able to get a definitive answer. After all, when we had the hospital bombing back in October, people rushed to conclusions. Even when the evidence became clear, it was very hard to change a lot of people's minds that Israel hadn't bombed the Al hospital. The challenge is, I think people were looking at Ramadan, the beginning of Ramadan, which starts next week, as a sort of useful deadline, a target to try to press people. This gets people off the idea of meeting a Ramadan deadline and instead gets people talking about how do we blame the other side? How do we escape blame ourselves? It really changes the topic, and it's going to be a while until we can get people back to talking about really opening up aid to people in the Gaza Strip.
And speaking of deadlines, though, on Monday, I believe it was, President Biden said he thought a deal on the hostage negotiations was about a week away from fruition. Now we hear both, I think, from Hamas and Israel that was too optimistic. How do you read what President Biden was saying? Was he being too optimistic, or was he trying to create somehow some momentum for an outcome? How do you read this?
I think he was being a little optimistic. He was leaning a little bit forward. My guess was, a day ago, I thought we would probably have a deal either at the beginning of Ramadan or maybe a couple days in. Everybody wants the best deal they can get. The stakes are high. They don't want to give away more than they need to give away. There's a lot of negotiating going on in private, but also in public, setting expectations. But this really does change the topic. It makes people very angry. There's a sense in a lot of the Arab world, the Palestinian community, that Israelis really don't care about Palestinian lives, and this exacerbates that feeling. And I think you also have people on the Hamas side who said, how do we use this to advance our interests? And it's just very, very complicated.
And we're really grateful that you're with us, helping us work through all of this. Jon Alterman with the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.